wearing it. My mama rocked it first, supposed it is inherited. All of my apparel is crafted this way. I got this sick sense of premonition and hate. Bet you notice in my posture way I open with an oscar tardy on my way out. Hope you get your spray out. Never see me splayed out a duck faster. No master come gunning for me. He test eye, rest eyes open, watching the scene. But I won't be caught dead, rather live it up free. But the weight of this dress has been weighing on me, and it's hard to move softly in an iron fatigue, meaning I run fatigue, meaning I'm creased at the seams, meaning I'm beasting with dreams, meaning I'm boasting of things broken when I'm coast off my dean, and it's so hard to focus when I hold in my dreams. And it's scope elongated when I post on the scene. I mean, every black girl, everyone, even me, been pimped, poked, rotted, and sold on the cheap. It's part of her process, part of what haunts her. Fucks up the rhyme scheme, makes her a monster, harder to breathe, harder to speak, sorry to beat drop, but sometimes there is no meter, just repeating lines, just consecutive sentences like the ones being served by the boys I grew up with. They are turning men behind 4 inches of glass in this poem. I'm walking with my feet turned inward and the gate of my stalking grows short and unfinished because ever since he made me touch it, the words don't come like they used to, and I don't blame anybody but myself, and I don't feel like talking about it. I feel like eating sunflower seeds sitting in the back of AC Transit, eating sunflower seeds, dyeing my hair purple, cussing somebody out controlling something other than this dress masquerading as my body. It seems so still these days, no chest to fear. These days I don't die, I am told I multiply, but the school say I can't act right, so forget trying to act right. Struck by the black nights of my own depression, unmedicated, undiagnosed, bipolar like low and North Pole like arms and elbows, turf dancing around. Poor education and substandard air quality has made me expectant to death. They say the girls from West Oakland got no self-respect. Well, it's all I have left. I invest in a dress that protects all my best. And sometimes I miss love while dodging the drama. It's 10 to my knees in this bulletproof armor. Good evening.
Thanks, guys. Hi.
Peace. Rami Salam. I thank you for joining, and I know I say that all the time, but I really thank you for watching. I really thank you for tuning in, commenting, sending me emails, messages. I appreciate it. Whoever you are, whenever you're watching this, I don't really do it for fame. I really do it because I feel this information is important. And so when people let me know that something that I read or something that something about history that they didn't know, open their mind to some things, I really appreciate that. So thank you. In the other video, I was talking about the line that I was looking for, and I found that. And it's 2 of them. I'm gonna read the one that I was looking for a second, but this one, and this is coming out of the Holy Quran, Circle 7. This is chapter 35, titled Religion. Holy instructions from the Prophet about religion. Or it doesn't say about, but it says religion. Anyways, line 25. Oh, think not, bold men, because thy punishment is delayed, that the arm of Allah is weakened. Neither flatter thyself with hopes that he winketh at thy doings. I'll read this out. Man, this is a lot. This other one. His eye pierceth the secrets of every heart, and he remembereth them forever. He respect not the persons or the stations of men. Man. So like when I read that, like the first time reading this, it really struck it hit a chord with me. Not that I just been doing a whole bunch of wrong, but you know what I mean? I make mistakes, I'm flawed. And it just really kind of enforced like, you need to start doing much better. You know what I mean? You really need to start doing what you're supposed to do, and doing good deeds, and really, and it's selfish, you know what I mean? I apologize if that come off, wrong, but you know what I mean? I want to have more good deeds than bad deeds when all is said and done. So that line is something I think about when I make mistakes, when I do something, you know what I mean, wrong. And it's like, get right. And the one that I want to read, and then I'm going to get to the story. the one that I want to read that I was looking for is, and in the laws he hath ordained as the rule of life, so kindly had he united thy duty to thy nature, that obedience to his precepts is happiness to thyself. Man, that's a deep line. I'm going to read it one more time. And in the laws Allah hath ordained as the rule of life, so kindly had Allah united thy duty to thy nature. Our duty is connected to our nature. And so obedience to Allah's precepts is happiness to thyself. So when we follow the rules that Allah laid down, which is our duty, which is our nature to do. So all we have to do is what's in our nature, then we will be happy. That is amazing. That's like a real blessing. And so let me tell you the story, why I even read that. Her name is Destiny. So I'm working, and oh man, it's some other stuff I'm going to read later. So I'm working, and I notice a very attractive woman. You know what I mean? Shake my feet. You feel? Anyways, but I'm trying to like focus. I said, you know what? Don't focus on that. Focus something else. I look at the phone. You know what I mean? I'm trying to focus my mind elsewhere. She starts singing. I'm like, oh man, her voice is amazing. And I'm like looking. I'm trying to. So I said, you know what? Actually, let me ask her. Let me focus on the music. You know, I Cliff Solo. If you know, I do the music. So I'm focused on the music. I'm like, all right, let me actually ask her if she sings, get her artist name, really listen to her music. So I'm like, yo, do you have anything out? Do you sing for real? She's like, yeah. Boom, she busts out a song. And then she's singing, beautiful singing. Midway through the singing, she kicks it into a rap. I'm like, oh, she can rap too. Then she get done with the rap. She hit me with spoken word. I'm like, what in the world is going on? So we start talking real cool. And I ask her, I let her know that I make music and I'm an artist. So then, boom, I pull up a song for her. I'm playing it for her. She starts tearing up. I'm like, oh man, now I'm feeling, you know what I mean? It's like real cool energy. And, it starts kind of getting the conversation, cut the music off. The conversation starts getting deep. And, basically she says, I'm like, why haven't you put the music out, blah, blah, blah. She's like, well, I need it to be perfect, and right now I've just been going through some things, and, right now I'm a hoe, and so she got done talking. I said, excuse me, I don't mean to offend you, but when you said, yeah, I'm a streetwalker, a prostitute, and I was like, oh, like an actual. But what was so shocking is the energy she had was like divine, like really, she had the light of God, like really shining bright through her. Excuse me. And so so the conversation, and I play her. I try to do this spoken word piece. Matter of fact, I'm going to try to do it right now. Up close and personal, read beneath the Mac faces. Too many black women I seen doubting their greatness. Too many amazing, yet aimless. And it's making me anxious, got me pacing. See, because they the ones creating our nation. Pac's words is echoing. So is Snoop's. And so is Shorts. We fucked up, it's true. And now a race of babies grew up, hate the ladies. It's time to make a change. It's time to love. It's crazy, I know. But feel me. When is it? And I ain't gonna finish the rest. But I played her that, and it just got like even deeper. And then this other lady came up, and it was this whole other conversation that got real deep about sexual assault. And this woman that was the prostitute was explaining to this other lady that came up that she had been abused basically her whole life and raped, and in the field. So like it just got real deep. And then she had to actually go to work. And so I was just letting her know, make sure that you get your music out, create every day, express that. Cause it was, man, she kicked this poem. Oh man, she kicked this poem that was so deep. It was talking about suicide and overcoming it. And it just kind of really hit me deep with just the situation with Mac Miller and overdosing, and my issue and going to, anyways. So I got a number exchanged. I said, man, hit me up. Let's actually create some music. And when I gave her a hug, and I was like, I wanted to say so much, man, because it was like in that moment, I just felt, I felt a real responsibility to help uplift, her spirit. And it was like frustrating because it wasn't anything I could do to immediately change that situation. It's like I couldn't tell her, hey, don't go to work. Don't go do that. And then I'm thinking about my daughter and, my niece and other women that's out there. And it's just like, man, that's messed up. And so, the one thing that I did say to her was, you are not what you do, or you are not, what you have to do for a living, or what you're doing for a living. And I said that to her a few times, and I'm hoping it got through to her. Because I really didn't like the fact that she said just like so effortlessly, I'm a hoe. It's like, oh man, nah, because you so much more than that. And yeah, so that was something that happened today, and I wanted to share that. Well, initially I wasn't going to share it, but I wanted to share it. One, man, just because I felt God, God was, Elijah, Most High, our Creator, whatever name, was working, and so I wanted to pass that along. And then when I was searching for these quotes for that I read earlier, I stumbled onto another piece in here. It just really kind of humbled me some more, and I just wanted to share with you. Yeah. The news will spread that you consort with courtesans, and men will shun you as they shun an asp. And Jesus answered them and said, a master never screens himself for the sake of reputation or of fame. These are but worthless babbles of the day. They arise and sink like empty bottles on a stream. They are illusions and will pass away. They are the indices to what the thoughtless think. They are the noise that people make, and shallow men judge merit by the noise. Allah and all master men judge men by what they are and not what they seem to be, not by their reputation and their fame. These courtesians and thieves are children of my Father Allah. Their souls are just as precious in His sight as yours, or of the Brahmic priests. And they are working out the same life sums that you have solved, you men who look at them with scorn. And some of them have solved much harder than you have solved, you men who look at them with scorn. Yes, they are sinners and confess their guilt, while you are guilty, but are shrewd enough to have a polished coat to cover up your guilt. Man, I didn't want to read the rest. I'll read this last one. The man who spends his time in pulling other people's weeds can have no time in pulling his own, and the choicest flowers of life will be choked and die, and nothing will remain but darnel thistles and burrs. Man, so I hope that if you got anything from this is, one, not to be looking at women lustfully, you know what I mean? Men out there, or women out there, or reverse for women or men, you know what I mean? Yeah. But also, we got to stop judging people, you know what I mean, by what they appear to be, or their reputation, or what they may have to do for a living. We got to recognize that everybody's their soul is just as precious as yours. You know what I mean? And man, spread love. You know what I mean? Spread love. And spread love like through a hug. You know what I mean? Through when I say love, you know, we need to love. Love is the answer. You know, spread it through, you know, looking someone in their eyes and saying, have a great day. Spread it through telling someone that they're amazing. You know, the littlest things, man, could have the biggest impact on people. And I'm getting too emotional, so I'm going to cut it right there. Much love to you. Keep shining. Yeah. Love. Praise Allah.